talk about just the importance of backing up the win last night with another good performance and another win against another good team?
I mean, that's what basketball is about, is putting wins together. If you can get on a little winning streak and knock a couple games off, I think we be sitting pretty good. So it's real important that we come in and bring the same intensity that we played with the whole game yesterday and capitalize on that.
Would you say that last night is kind of the epitome of what you bring to a team?
I mean, that's something I bring every night. I may not shoot the ball well, but one thing I am going to do is always have that energy and always play with toughness, always play with fight, and never give up.
Is it easy to see from, or how do I want to put this, that this team needs a secondary scorer late in the game to Monte?
I wouldn't say a secondary scorer. I just somebody that just bring energy, because I mean, you guys like Clay that can score the ball. I mean, there's guys on the team that can produce that way. But I just think that, like I said again, the basketball finds energy. And yesterday we had a lot of guys with great energy, and you see that, they play well.
I was watching the game last year, that Hawks game, when you hadn't played 14 straight games and came off the bench and had 41. How do you stay ready like that?
I mean, one thing my mother always told me is that you got to utilize the gift that God gave you. When you don't work hard, He kind of take blessings away. So it's something that I always thought of myself, is just I'm gonna utilize my talent that He gave me to the fullest, to my abilities, and something I always did is just always stay ready, because I love the game. And it's hard work you put in the game puts back into you.
When you were playing, or when you were not playing for 14 straight games, what's going through your mind? I mean, isn't there a party that says, screw this?
Never. You can't get down like that, because then it's easy to quit. It's harder to keep going. So I just challenge myself to continue to lace up the sneakers and play the game that I love. I mean, I came to practice every day, shot, did everything I was supposed to do, and just waited for my name to be called, and I was ready when He called.
Do you remember the game?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
I guess He called you and you didn't hear him the first time?
I didn't know who he saw, because how Coach D'Antoni says Nate, it kind of sounds, because he got the accent, it sounds like David. Because he doesn't say he doesn't say Nate, he just says like Dave. Like, and then me and D-Lee always look. So I didn't move. I didn't think he called my name, and then they were like, he looked at me. I was like, oh, I didn't know he was calling me. So I just went in and just play with energy, man. And
do you think you're a better fit for this team coming off the bench than starting?
Like with me, my role is that's my identity, is to come off the bench. So I mean, like starting I just knew going in the league that I knew I would never start consistently. I just knew that my thing would be kind of like Vinny the microwave, just come off the bench and just contribute that way, and that's been my identity, and I love it.
Last night you talked about after the game, kind of the ups and downs that you've been through over the last year or so. Can you talk about their perseverance and what it takes to be able to keep your head up?
Man, the faith in God. The faith that I have in God, it just really helped me get through everything, from my knee injury, to not playing, the minutes I would love to play. And, he tests my character, and I mean, I'm a firm believer, so everything else will take care of itself. It's already written in the book of, how my life is going to pan out. So, now I'm here, it's a new chapter, and I'm looking forward.
How do you like having Coach Jackson, a preacher, as a head coach?
That's awesome. It's awesome, man. I mean, it's cool because he gives us the word. Every day that we bring it in, he has a different scripture for us, and it just helps guys out. Being closer to God, being a better man, being a better teammate, a better person, and it's awesome.
What do you see in Orlando?
I mean, I played against Orlando many years. I mean, they're a dangerous team. Every team in the NBA is dangerous. I mean, we wouldn't be, where we're at today if it wasn't for the hard work and, dedication that we put in. Each guy, from the first guy to the last guy on the bench. But we just got to be ready to play against them.
So are you the kryptonite for tomorrow night too with Dwight Howard?
I mean, I don't know if it works. It works. I just hope we win.